watching the morning news or the evening news or a morning news style show like Good Morning America, and they have a guest on there who you maybe have never heard of this person, but they are calling them an expert in whatever the topic is they're talking about, whether it's party planning, photography, flowers, or whatever the case may be. And they introduce this guest, and the guest under their name has the words author of followed by their book title. And maybe there's even, an image up in the corner of their screen with a book, the cover image of a book. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Maybe it's a topic you're interested in, and next thing you know, you go out and buy that book or check out that book or check out that author. If you're a small business owner, a solopreneur, a creative entrepreneur, a blogger, however you're defining yourself, if you have ever thought, man, I think maybe my business could benefit from a book, I'm here to tell you that yes, it can. So let's talk about the ways that can happen other than, getting you on Good Morning America or CNN or MSNBC or whatever, your channel or show of choice is. Let's start with the goals for your book. There's two types. One, author-centric, and two, audience-centric. So today we're talking about the author goals. The audience goals are, how are you serving your audience with your book? Are you teaching them something? Are you sharing, a story from, your past or your, business lesson, something like that? What are you sharing with the audience to help them? What are they going to get out of this book? But you also want to think about yourself, the author. What are you getting out of this book? And the four things that I hear most often from my clients, and I have worked with hundreds of authors over the last 20 years in book publishing. They want credibility, they want visibility, they want growth, and they want some money. Nothing wrong with that, right? We're in business to make some money. Let's talk about those a little bit. Visibility, you want to be everywhere. You want to be that person that, when the local TV show Morning News to start out is doing a story on, let's say, Super Bowl foods. You have a cooking blog. You're a recipe developer. Absolutely, you want to be the person that morning show producer thinks of when they're putting together a segment and they need a guest expert. You want to be the person that they think of and they call. So you get on that morning show, you do your thing, awesome. Maybe you have a book at this point, maybe you don't. Maybe you get a book deal after this book, or maybe you decide after this show, to increase your visibility and get on a bigger morning show, a regional morning show instead of local to your town. You think a book is the way to increase your visibility. It can be, and it is. All of these good things can come. You've got credibility where you've got that, like I said with the person on TV, author of XYZ book under their name on the TV segment. You can put that bad boy everywhere. Put it in your email signature. Put it at the bottom of your emails to your email list. Put it in any news media you send out. Put it everywhere you can think of that your name is, you want associated with your name, author of. So last year I published my book, Write, Publish, Market, and I put, Jodi Brandon, author of Write, Publish, Market. Anytime I sign my name, you should also see author of Write, Publish, Market, and I hope that you do, so please tell me if you don't. But that increases your credibility. People see book writers and book authors as credible people, as experts, as the go-to people for whatever your topic is, and that's what you want, right? Because that leads to visibility. You have people calling you instead of you having to go out and do all the pitching, which is awesome, right? It leads to growth. It will get your name out there and it will help you, increase your platform, get more people on your newsletter list, get more readers on your blog posts, get, especially as, it's tied hand in hand with visibility. As you get out there and do, podcast interviews and guest blog posts and all of those other things, you're getting new eyes on you, new eyes on your material, new eyes on your business, new fans. And so you're also going to get more clients, better paying clients. And so that also leads into the fourth thing, which is the money, right? So better paying clients obviously is getting you more money, but the book itself is also going to be a passive income stream. Now please do not misunderstand me. You're not going to be a New York Times bestselling author, most likely, if you're self-publishing your book. And honestly, even if you're traditionally publishing your book, there's not many slots on the New York Times bestseller list. But is that your goal? Is the goal of your book to get on the New York Times bestseller list? Or is the goal of your book to, increase your credibility and visibility and growth and make more money? Those things are not, they don't go hand in hand necessarily. Being a New York Times bestseller list obviously is a cool thing to say, I would love to say that. Everyone would love to say that, right? But that doesn't mean that you're not successful if you're not on the New York Times bestseller list. If your goal is to sell, 500 copies and you sell 500 copies, then that's a win. If your goal is to, increase your visibility and be on 15 blogs this year or 10 podcasts this year and you do that, then your book is a success. If you're getting pitched to more than you having to pitch, that's a success. So there's lots of different ways to define success, but there's all of these different things that a book can do for your business. And it's not that complicated. It's absolutely not that complicated. You need a plan and then you make it happen. And next thing you know, you're growing your platform, you're increasing your visibility, you're increasing your credibility, all these things. It's like, it's like a snowball coming down the mountain. It's building momentum and building momentum. And then next thing you know, you may not be a New York Times bestseller, but you're growing your business and you're becoming well-known and you're the go-to person in your field. And that's what you want, right? So I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope that I will see you someday on Good Morning America. That's the show I watch in the morning. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.